Life is tough enough for an entrepreneur as it is, but when inflation is raging at a record high, then we need to do a lot of other things. And in this video, I'm going to give you exactly what you need to do, 5 key steps that can help you to prepare for this inflation and whatever's coming in the future. That's what we're covering on this episode of Agorapreneurs.
Welcome to Agorapreneurs, standing for liberty and freedom, all done peacefully. Now, here is your guide, Terry Brock.
Hi, I'm Terry Brock, and today we're going to talk about something very important that's going on right now. We're getting record high inflation in the United States and other countries around the world. That means for entrepreneurs, we've got to adjust. There's some things that we need to do that are going to help us. And hey, we're going to do well no matter what, because we're going to make it happen. It's up to us. This is what we do with a live and let live philosophy. That's what it really empowers us. The idea of living life the way you want. Don't hurt others. Don't take their stuff. Don't initiate force or coercion, but live and let the others live too. And we do that as entrepreneurs, and that's really the way to live life and to do it. Matter of fact, that's also what our sponsor talks about. Video Rockstars, that would happen to be me and my partner Gina Carr. Every Wednesday right now, we're having programs where you can come and join us for free. There's no charge to that, and learn about technology that's going to help you as an entrepreneur, particularly in the video area. So just go over to vrsevent.com. That's event singular. V as in video, R as in rock, S as in stars, event.com, and we'll be able to help you on that. So look forward to seeing you over there. But as we think about what's going on right now with inflation, it is at a record high in 40 years, the highest it's been in 40 years. That is really bad. And we wonder, gee, why did that happen? Well, do you think all that printing of the money had anything to do with it? When they're creating 40% of the U.S. money printed just in a short time, the last couple of years have been just really bad. And this is not Democrat or Republican. This is economics. And it means we've got to take care of what we can do. And I like the Stoic philosophy. The Stoic philosophy is so important because it says you can't control most of what's going on out there. When you think about it, you can't. You turn on the news and go, oh no, look what happened. Disaster was over here. Oh, this terrible thing's happening in this part of the world. On the knuckleheads in Washington or in Toronto or Ottawa or London or Paris or Tokyo or in Canberra over in Australia, wherever it is, the knuckleheads are there doing stupid things. We can't control that. We can choose to get upset about it, but that doesn't really do a whole lot. What we can do, though, is put steps in place over the things that we can control. What is it that you can control directly? And let's figure out what to do on that. So I want to give you 5 steps that can help you right now and really whatever's going to happen to get through this inflation and be very successful. Number 1, recognize that it's here. Don't stick your head in the sand and think, oh, gee, it's not going to be around. We weren't going to be able to make it. I remember living through the 1970s and the inflation that we had then. It was pretty bad. And I remember buying a house. We got 13.5% interest and had to borrow money for the down payment at 18.5% interest. So that's what we did. And by the way, got all that paid off too eventually in a few years. So learn from there. But I think that's going to be most important right now. Don't stick your head in the sand. Realize reality is it is happening and we've got to learn to take care of it. Number 2, when you have inflation, the cost of goods is going up. They've got more money than we have goods, and that means the prices go up. It costs more to get the same basket of goods. Think about those staple items that you can get, that you can buy now, that are probably going to go up in price later, that you can really use. Things that you can keep that won't go bad. We eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, being vegan, and so we aren't able to buy as much, but we get what we can. And we do have some canned goods, veggies, so that way we're going to be able to last for that. But also think about equipment for your business. What business equipment do you need that you can get right now that will help you to generate more money? If there's a way that a particular computer or a particular smartphone or camera or microphone can help you to make more money, that's something to think about and look into. Number 3, this is important no matter what. Forge and strengthen relationships. Get new relationships that are going to be really good quality, where you're going to be able to live and let live with them. They embrace that philosophy as well. We need to find out who we're hanging around and how we can make sure that we're doing what's right to help others and working with those who believe in the giving and helping philosophy. That's what we want. And I would say the flip side of that one is Cull yourself of relationships. Get rid of those relationships that are not really supporting you, or at least downgrade them to another level so you're not as dependent on it. And don't worry, they're living their lives the way they want. And so if it's something that is directly opposed to your values and your systems, you wish them well. We don't wish harm to anyone, but you wish well for them and then move along. Life is too short to waste it on things and relationships that aren't mattering. Go through your relationships, cull them, and do what you can to strengthen and forge new relationships that are really quality. Number 4, this might sound a little bit strange, but get in good physical shape. Yes, physical shape is important. You want to make sure you're eating the right kinds of food, getting the right kind of exercise, getting the appropriate amount of sleep, watching what you're putting into your body that it's good. And definitely see your medical professionals. See those wonderful people that can take care of you and that are certified, they know what to do and they know how to do it. I'm certainly not. I'm just recommending you see them. That's the only recommendation I'm making, so that you take care of yourself because you need your resources. This is not a time for sitting back, lacing your fingers behind your head, propping your feet up on the desk going, hey, everything's set, I don't have to do any more. We're entering into a time that's going to be really tough. We're already seeing massive things going wrong as I'm recording this. So you want to make sure that you are in top physical shape as well as mental, spiritual shape as well, and make sure that you are in the place where you need to be. And number 5, this is really important in business. Make sure that you acquire a top skill where you are world class at that. And when you're world class at something, people will say, yes, we need you to help. Be willing to put in the time, the money, and the energy to learn a skill that people in the business world will go, hey, you can do that? Well, hey, by golly, we want you to come over and help us with that. We will pay you money. And maybe they'll pay other kinds of things too. So I think that's going to be important. Get those skills, keep them refined, keep them updated, and make sure that you're doing what needs to be done. Oh, and let me give you one extra bonus here. This will be 5.7 because we'll be a little bit ahead that way, maybe even 5.9. There we go, a 5.9 that'll be there. What I would recommend is start studying even more cryptocurrency. And Bitcoin particularly. Looking at Bitcoin, blockchain, I'm telling you to study. I'm not making any financial recommendations here at all, but I'm saying study it because that's something that can last and can really be around for a long time. And I'm going to be doing more and more of that all the time. You'll hear more about that from us as well. So in closing thoughts, yes, inflation is real and it is here. We've got to recognize that. But go through those steps that I've just shown you on how you can get better, how you can become more of the person you want to be. Turn your business into something that's going to help other people. They're going to need help and you can be there to help them. And yes, they can pay you in a way that is going to be appropriate in an inflation-adjusted environment. Think about that. And if you got comments, we want to hear from you. Definitely get in touch with me and let me know if there's a way that we can help out through some consulting or coaching. Do a lot of that kind of stuff for people. We'd love to help you on that. And thank you very much for joining me here today. Hey, don't stop now. We've got a lot more videos out there for you about freedom and liberty, living the life of an entrepreneur who believes in live and let live. As a matter of fact, here's a way you can make a positive difference in the world. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. That lets the algorithms know, those wacky algorithms know, that hey, people like this kind of thing of live and let live and doing it in a peaceful way. Thanks for being here with us, and we're looking forward to hearing from you.